Hello, my darling friends. Jenny Lee here. And today's video is number 10 on my top 10 things to avoid, the common pitfalls when buying a property, investing in real estate. And of course, I must always remind you that if you're buying it to live in, it's still an investment. But number 10 is buying at the wrong price. Now listen, that is such a loaded statement. So loaded. It's so chock full of so many things that you have to think of to determine, are you buying at the wrong price? How do you know that? There is so much involved in determining what is the right price in order to purchase the property. Because in order to know what you're purchasing the property for today, you gotta cast your line out and reach for the future and pull it to you so that you can review it and see what the future looks like. Get your crystal ball. If you've got a crystal ball, this is the time to use it. But you need to look at the future and say, okay, this property could be what in the future? And is that a 2-month future, a 6-month future? What are we talking about here? So what is the property potential? What could it be? And so if you have the vision and the market knowledge to look at a property and say, okay, I know that this property could be worth, $200,000 more than it is today. Okay, that's step one. Step two is, fine, how much investment is it going to take in order to take the property from it's stated as in today to what it's going to need to be worth that extra $200,000. And you really need to be pretty darn accurate when determining how much money it's going to take to get that property to its future value, its future worth. And if you're off on that, it could completely cost you all of your profit potential, and in some cases it could cause you to go in the negative where you actually end up spending money rather than making money. I certainly hope that never happens to you. But the reason that I want to discuss this in detail is because it is so important for you to truly think about exactly all the expenses that are going to go into getting the property where it needs to be. Do you need to bring a contractor in? You hear my kitty cat in the background. She's not wanting to be inside. Anyway, do you need a contractor? Are you familiar enough with the numbers? This is a very important question. And it's one that you've got to determine before you enter into an agreement to purchase this property. So you're going to have to think quickly. Maybe you have an agent that you can rely on. That would be good. That would be helpful. But you need to be skilled at assessing its future value and deciding how much it's going to need to repair it and rehab it to make it a future value. And so I hope you've enjoyed my top 10 pitfalls to avoid. And I look forward to helping you, talking to you again in the future. And I hope your day is fabulous. Mwah.